Hey, this is Zach with musclesandveggies.com. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about cholesterol. Okay, I've had a lot of clients ask me, well, if I start a low carb diet that's high fat or ketogenic, is my cholesterol going to go up? So I decided to put this video together to explain the ketogenic diet, cholesterol numbers, and why cholesterol might not be the best biomarker for health. Okay, so the ketogenic diet started back in the 1920s to deal with epilepsy. And what they found was that fasting actually ended seizures with people in epilepsy. So they found they could mimic fasting by the ketogenic diet.
Nowadays, people are using the ketogenic diet for cancer therapy, for inflammation, for cognitive performance, brain performance, and most of all, fat loss.
So, like I said, as a personal trainer and a health coach, people ask me all the time about cholesterol and the ketogenic diet. So let's talk about two different points here. Number one is, what do the numbers say about cholesterol on a ketogenic diet? So we're going to look at a few studies here that talk just about that. So here is a 2004 study, Long-Term Effects of a Ketogenic Diet. And what they did is they took 83 obese individuals with a body mass index of greater than 35. So these people were stage 2 obese, which is morbidly obese. Now, what they did is they took a 24-week-long ketogenic diet protocol. They had the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fat dialed into a ketogenic ratio. It actually highlights here, and I'm going to read it, it significantly reduced the body weight and body mass index of the patients. So they lost a lot of fat, they lost a lot of weight. Furthermore, it decreased the level of triglycerides, LDL cholesterol, and blood glucose, and increased the level of good cholesterol, or HDL. Basically, this study really highlighted the effects, and then it finished by saying administering a ketogenic diet for a relatively longer period of time did not produce any significant side effects in the patients. So it's perfectly safe. Now, this study right here, long-term effects of ketogenic diet in obese subjects with high cholesterol level. This is a 2005 study, or I believe, 2005 right here. And this study, what they did is they took 66 healthy obese subjects. They had a BMI greater than 30. They had elevated levels of total cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, things like that. They measured the same biomarkers. And what they did is they looked at the treatment over 32 weeks, 40 weeks, 48, and 56 weeks of treatment. So this is a long-term study here, over a year on a ketogenic diet. Now, specifically, we can see right here, the body mass index dropped significantly. So we had a reduction of the BMI. Here's the body weight. We had a reduction in body weight in both groups, not just the normal cholesterol group, but also the high cholesterol group. Level of total cholesterol dropped significantly in the high cholesterol group through just 1 through 8. Look at the drop in weeks 1 through 8. We know that the ketogenic diet is famous for dropping your triglycerides, and over here you see this raise in HDL, or good cholesterol. So in both groups, we had a drop in triglyceride. In both groups, we had a rise in HDL, the good cholesterol. Now, this one right here is a really good evidence pointing to for type 2 diabetics. The level of glucose. So these people were up here, diabetic levels, 9 millimolars of glucose in the blood. The regular group wasn't diabetic. They had a normal A1C. Look at this drop in blood glucose in weeks 1 through 8. So they went from diabetic to non-diabetic in literally 8 weeks. Okay, fascinating when you look at the ketogenic diet and what it does for blood glucose. Now, finally, we're going to look at a study that's done in 2017, the effects of ketogenic diets on cardiovascular risk factors. So this study actually highlighted both animal and human studies. They actually had a drop in total cholesterol, a drop in LDL cholesterol, a increase in HDL cholesterol, and a drop in triglycerides in the blood vessels. Both rodents and humans dropped weight and lean mass and fat mass. Okay, so they lost overall weight on the ketogenic diet. And then over here, you see the rodents actually didn't. And the rodents had a rise in total cholesterol. So maybe comparing humans to rodents isn't the best comparison when looking at these studies. And these are just 3 of the studies that I found in 5 minutes on the ketogenic diet and cholesterol numbers. I have my own cholesterol numbers that have proven to me that the cholesterol is not a number that I need to worry about, and I don't need to worry about it being elevated on a ketogenic diet. I will say that in my experience, I've seen overall cholesterol be lower and inflammation be lower when you eliminate dairy or limit dairy very, very much so in the ketogenic diet. So, which leads me to my next point. Why is cholesterol not that important? So I want to introduce you guys to Dave Feldman of cholesterolcode.com.
But one more time, the LDL when I started 7 days earlier was 207. Okay, let's return.
Dave is a pioneer in the field of cholesterol, and he is proving that you can actually manipulate your cholesterol very easily just by what your diet is.
In this cholesterol drop protocol, or the Feldman protocol, he actually goes over how you can manipulate your blood cholesterol numbers literally within days before taking the test. Here's the protocol, what to do. And this is the amazing part, is if you can manipulate your blood cholesterol levels that fast, then how do we know that this is such an accurate measure of quote unquote a healthy cholesterol level? My point being that if you only have a snapshot of someone's cholesterol numbers, it could literally just be a snapshot of what they did the week before they took the test. In which case, they could be walking around with normal cholesterol numbers, but yet be put on a medication that's going to lower their cholesterol as if they had high cholesterol. That cholesterol medication also comes with a lot of side effects with it. So we might have half the country walking around with normal cholesterol that's on this medication that doesn't need to be on it. That is why cholesterol may not be a quote unquote good biomarker for health. And one of the problems that I see as coaching type 2 diabetics is that you could get someone that's on a high cholesterol medication. I won't say which one because I don't want to get sued, but they have higher blood glucose numbers because of a side effect of this cholesterol medication. You don't believe me? Look it up. So this is skewing their blood glucose numbers as well and making them have a higher A1C, 3-month average of their blood sugar, than they're supposed to have, making them possibly pre-diabetic or diabetic. I think we can all safely agree that if we can get our good cholesterol, our HDL, as high as we can, and get our triglycerides as low as we can, that's going to be the optimal heart health range that we want to focus on, and not so much on LDL. Making sure that we're doing those 2 things could be an optimal way to make sure that we keep our heart health in check when it comes to our biomarkers. I hope you guys learned something from this video. There's more research to be done on this. I encourage you guys to do your own homework and go look around out there. Read about cholesterol. Read about what it's doing in our bodies. And if you learned something from this video, please hit the like button below and share this with someone who's starting a ketogenic diet or starting a low-carb diet and maybe worried about their cholesterol or mentioned it. And then also subscribe to the channel to stay tuned to what I'm learning that I'm going to share with you guys as well. I hope you guys appreciated this video very much. I appreciate you for watching. This is Zach with musclesandveggies.com.